In the previous lecture of the lecture series of electronic measurement and instrumentation, we have seen that how we can design the scale of PMMC instrument by using some known value of resistances. But problem is the internal battery which is used in the design of series type ohm meter with the time, or we can say that with the age, the potential of the battery can decrease and pointer will not give the full scale deflection at the zero unknown resistance. Means when the terminal A and B are short circuited, the pointer should have to show full scale deflection. But with the time, the potential of battery will decrease, and when the terminal A and B are short circuited, means at zero resistance, the pointer will not show the full scale deflection. It will be stopped somewhere before the full scale current. So to compensate this problem, there is a variable resistance in the instrument R2. By adjusting the value of R2 time to time, we can adjust the pointer in such a way that even at the even if the potential of the battery will decrease, after then also the pointer will finally stop at the full scale position. So this is the advantage of using the resistance R2, which is variable. We can, by using resistance R2, by adjusting the value of resistance R2, we can we can modify the deflection of pointer, or we can say that even at the less potential we can adjust the pointer at the final scale position. So this is the advantage of using resistance R2. In in continuation to the previous video, we will discuss an example related to the series ohm meter, and then we will go to the next topic. The numerical says that we have to design a series ohm meter. Question is, design a series ohm meter design a series ohm meter. The ammeter requires 0.5 milliampere for full FSD. The ammeter requires 0.5 milliampere for full scale deflection and has an internal resistance of 50 ohm and has an internal resistance of 50 ohm. The internal battery has a voltage of 3 volt. The internal battery has a voltage of 3 volt. The desired value of half scale resistance is 3000 ohm. The desired value of half scale resistance 3000 ohm, we have to calculate it says we have to calculate the value of series and parallel resistance the value of series and parallel resistance. In the second case, it says that the range of values of R2, find the range of values of R2 if the battery voltage may vary from if the battery voltage may vary from 3.7 volt to 2.7 volt to 3.1 volt. So the question says that we have to design a series type ohm meter in which the ammeter gives full scale deflection when a current of 0.5 milliampere is applied across it, and the half scale resistance given for this circuit is 3000 ohm, means at the 3000 ohm the pointer will show exactly half of the scale when this resistance is connected of 3000 ohm across the terminal A and B. And another information is given that the internal battery connected in the series ohm meter is 3 volt. It is having a value of 3 volt. What we have to calculate? There are two other resistances which I was talking about, the resistance R2 to adjust the pointer at the scale, and another resistance called current limiting resistance, the resistance R1. So these two resistances we have to calculate. Another question is there which I was talking about. If potential of the battery decreases from 3 volt to 2.7 volt, then what will be the value of parallel resistance R2? And if resistance goes from 3 volt to 3.1 volt, in that case also what will be the value of resistance R2? So we will design circuit and then see the values of R1 and R2. Circuit for series ohm meter is one ammeter, a parallel resistance which is variable, one series resistance is there with the series resistance is connected with the unknown resistance and rest of the circuit. So this is the terminal, this resistance is R1, this resistance is R2, and this is the terminal where we have to connect the unknown resistance. In this question we have to calculate R1 and R2, whereas the full scale current is given. Full scale current means when terminal A and B is short circuited. Terminal A and B have a resistance having 0 ohm value, and IFS is equal to, the full scale current is given as 0.5 milliampere. The resistance for the ammeter is given as, resistance of the ammeter is given 50 ohm. So the resistance of the internal coil is 50 ohm, and the resistance which gives full scale deflection RH is given as 3000 ohm, and it is known to us that this RH is equal to the internal resistance of the circuit, means the value of RH is equal to the total resistance of the circuit looking from the terminal AB. Looking from the terminal AB, we will find the internal resistance of the instrument, which is equal to the half scale resistance. When this resistance will be connected across AB, means when 3000 ohm is connected across AB, this ammeter will show half scale deflection, and this resistance is equal to the total internal resistance of this circuit, or we can say that equivalent resistance of the circuit when looking from terminal AB. We have to find the value of R2. Value of R2 is known to us. We can write formula that R2 is equal to IFS into RH into Rm upon E minus, here is a battery of 3 volt, E minus IFS into RH. Rm is known to us, RH is known to us, IFS is also given in the question, and E is also given in the question. We can find out the value from here. But what will happen if somehow I forgotten this formula? If I don't know the value of R2 in terms of IFS and RH, we can derive from the circuit itself as, we can see from here, previously in the last 2 lectures what I discussed is the value of RH is equal to the internal resistance of the circuit, means this total resistance. Total resistance means R1 plus R2 parallel to Rm. This total resistance is equal to half scale resistance of the circuit. It is discussed earlier. It is known to us. By using this data, we have to find out the value of R2. So, indicate the current in the circuit. Suppose the current here is I1, here the current is I2. The total current I1, in this case, I1 can be given as, I1 is equal to E upon total resistance Ri. Total voltage upon total resistance of the circuit, I1 is equal to E upon Ri, and this Ri is equal to half scale resistance, so we can write that I1 is equal to E upon RH. This I1 is equal to E upon RH. The voltage in this sum, voltage across the ammeter can be written as IFS into resistance of the ammeter. Voltage in this arm, voltage through the resistance R2, across the resistance R2, can be written as I2 into R2. Voltage across the ammeter is current passing through the ammeter into internal resistance of the ammeter, means IFS into Rm. Voltage across the resistance R2 is current passing through the R2 into R2, means I2 into R2. We can equate these two voltages. These two voltages are equal because these two branches are connected in parallel. They are parallel to each other, so we can write that these two voltages are equal to each other. From here we can find the value of R2 as R2 is equal to IFS into Rm upon IFS into Rm upon I2. From here, from this junction, by applying KCL on this junction, we can find that this I2 is equal to total current I1 minus the current passing through the ammeter, which is IFS. So we can write from here that this R2 can be rewritten as R2 is equal to IFS into Rm, IFS into Rm upon I2. We will put this value in place of I2. We will write I1 minus IFS. The R2 can be written in this way, but again we can put the value of I1 from this equation to the, in this expression, value of R2. We can write the value of R1 from this equation to this equation. So R2 can be, again we can write R2 as R2 is equal to IFS into Rm upon, what is I1? This is E upon RH. E upon RH minus IFS. So we can write R2 as R2 is equal to IFS into Rm into RH upon E minus IFS into RH. This is the same formula. We don't have to remember. We can derive directly from the circuit. By using this formula, we can find the value of R2. Because IFS is known to us, this is 0.5 milliampere in this case. Rm is given 50 ohm. RH is given 3000 ohm. E means potential of the battery is given as 3 volt. All the values are known. We have to calculate simply the value of R2. So the value of R2 can be calculated by using this relation. R2 is equal to, IFS is 0.5 milliampere, means 5 into 10 power minus 4 ampere. Rm is 50 ohm. Rm is 50 ohm. RH is 3000 ohm, and this is 3 volt, minus IFS is 5 into 10 power minus 4 into RH, means 3000. we can calculate this, these 40 can cancel this quantity, so it will become 20. R2 is equal to 25 into 25 into 3, this is 75 upon 3 minus this 3 zeros can cancel, and it will become 10 power minus 1, means this total value will become 0.5. So 0.5 into 3, 1.5, 3 minus 1.5 is 1.5. This is 50 divided by 1.5, or 75 divided by 1.5, or we can write it as 75 divided by 3 by 2, means R2 is equal to 150 by 3 is equal to 50. So if we want a full scale deflection of, if we want 0.5 milliampere current, means full scale deflection current through the ammeter. To find this current, we have to connect a 50 ohm resistance across this ammeter and 3 volt battery and one resistance R1. So again we have to calculate the value of R1. How can we find? Either we can find by using value of R2, we can find the value of R1. Here is, because internal resistance looking from terminal AB is known to us, internal resistance of the circuit is known to us, which is 3000 ohm, because total resistance Ri is equal to RH is equal to R1 plus R2 Rm upon R2 plus Rm. The total resistance looking from terminal AB is, because R1 is in series with the parallel combination of the R2 and Rm, so we can write that the value of, means the total internal resistance looking from terminal AB is R1 plus R2 Rm upon R2 plus Rm. We can write R1 from here, that R1 is equal to RH minus R2 Rm upon R2 plus Rm. All the values are known. RH is given as 3000 ohm minus R2 we can put from the previous calculation. R2 was 50 ohm. Rm is also given 50 ohm upon 50 plus 50, it will become 75. So 3000 minus 25 minus 250 upon 10, this is 25. So the value of Rm is 2975 ohm. This value of R1 is very close to the value of RH. Value of R1 is very close to the value of RH, because parallel combination of R2 and Rm plus R1 will be equal to be RH. So if the total resistance of R2 is 50 ohm, this resistance is also 50 ohm, the value of R1 will be 2975 ohm. In the second case, it says that in the second case, it says that if the voltage decreases from 3 volt to 2.7 volt, in that case we have to find the value of R2. So earlier we have done a small calculation to find the value of R2, and to find the expression of R2, and this expression was R2 is equal to IFS into Rm into RH upon E minus IFS into RH. Here only this value is changing from 3 volt to 2.7 volt. So when the potential decreases from the 3 volt to 2.7 volt, in that case what will be the value of R2 to give the full scale deflection? So earlier when this was 3 volt, the value of R2 was 50 ohm, but it says that the value of E is decreasing from 3 volt to 2.7 volt. But even after decreasing the voltage of the battery, we have to maintain a full scale deflection in the ammeter. After that, we can mark that full scale deflection as 0. So anyhow, even the voltage of the battery is decreasing. After decrement of the voltage also, we have to adjust the value of R2 in such a manner that this ammeter will show a full scale deflection even after decreasing this voltage. So either we have to decrease the value of R2 or we have to increase the value of R2. The clue is R2 is known to me, it is 50 ohm. When this voltage will decrease from 3 volt to 2.7 volt, the current will decrease in all the branches. After decrement in this battery, the current will decrease in all the branches. So I have to increase the current in this arm, means I have to increase the current across the ammeter. To increase the current across the ammeter, we have to increase the value of R2, because the resistance having the large value will receive less current. Less current will pass through the resistance which will have a large value. So the total current is I1. This current I1 will be distributed in the Rm and R2, and the resistance having low value will receive more current, means the maximum part of the current will pass through the resistance which have low value, means if we have to increase the current in this arm, means if I have to increase the current in the ammeter, we will have to increase the value of R2, means in this calculation the value of R2 what we will get, it will be greater than 50 ohm, because this resistance was 50 ohm when this voltage was 3 volt, but this is decreases from 3 volt to 2.7 volt. So the value of R2 will increase to maintain the full scale current through the ammeter. So I can definitely say that definitely the value of R2 will be greater than 50 ohm. Let's see. This is IFS is given as 0.5 into 10 power minus 3 into Rm is given as Rm is 50 ohm RH is 3000 ohm upon, now this voltage is 2.7 volt minus IFS is 0.5 into 10 power minus 3 into RH is 3000 ohm. This will cancel out, this will make it 5 ohm, and this will become 25 upon 2.7 minus this will be cancel out 1.5, means it is 25 upon 1 25 upon 1.2. This value will become 25 upon 1.2. This will become 75. 5 into 5 into 3. This value is 75. This value is 75. So 75 divided by 1.2. This is 62.5 ohm, which is greater than the previous value 50 ohm. So if the voltage of the battery decreases, after decrement in this voltage, we have to adjust the value of R2 in such a manner that even after decrement in this voltage, this milliampere should maintain a full scale deflection. So for doing this, we have to increase the value of R2 from 50 ohm to 62.5 ohm. We have to increase the value of R2 from 50 ohm to 62.5 ohm. In another case, it is asking that if the value of battery voltage of the battery increases from 3 volt to 3.1 volt, in that case what will be the value of R2 so that this ammeter can maintain full scale deflection. This ammeter can maintain a full scale deflection. Again we have to calculate the value of R2. This value is IFS into RM into RH upon E minus IFS into RH. Previously we calculated this value was 75 and this was what it was 1.5, and now this has been increased from 3 to 3.1 volt. So if this voltage is increasing, means the total current I1 will increase and the current passing through the ammeter will also increase. So if the current is increasing through the ammeter and we have to maintain this ammeter at 0.5 milliampere only, means we have to maintain this pointer at full scale deflection even after increasing this voltage. In that case we have to decrease the value of resistance across, means we have to decrease the value of resistance of R2 so that the large part of current should pass through R2 and less part of current should pass through the RM. Let's see what will be the value of R2. Definitely this value will be less than 50 ohm. So this is 75. Here is 3.1 minus 1.5 ohm. this will become 75 upon 3.1 minus 1.5 means 1.6. This value is 75 divided by 1.6. 75 divided by 1.6 is 46.87, 46.875 ohm, which is less than 50 ohm. So this exercise shows that how we have to maintain the value of R2 to maintain the full scale deflection in this ammeter after changing the value of this voltage. After changing the voltage of this battery, we have to adjust the value of R2 in such a manner that this ammeter should maintain always a full scale deflection in it. So this is all for the series type ohm meter. In the next lecture, we will discuss combination of errors. Thank you.